everyone, so you got through lesson 2. Now it's time for some homework. I know no one likes homework, but it's an essential part of this course. My job is to get you to become a food blogger as quickly as I can. And the only way that I can do that is by making you jump in right away. And that's what we're gonna do. So for your homework, we are gonna create a recipe. Yes, a full-blown recipe post, and we're gonna go through the entire process. So the first thing that I want you to do is create 3 categories, okay? Now you gotta think of this strategically, right? A category is basically the way that you sort of, put your recipes together. So it's a way to organize your recipes. In the videos, I use breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You may want to use, 5-minute recipes, 10-minute recipes, 20-minute recipes, or Italian recipes, French recipes, or whatever. It's just a way that you're going to organize the different or the various recipes that you're creating. So think strategically about that. I want you to create 3 categories that you're going to use going forward. Now, the second thing that you're going to do is actually create a recipe, okay? It could be any recipe. Doesn't matter what recipe it is. You're going to take your favorite recipe or your mother's favorite recipe, your father's, or whoever. Just find a recipe, and I want you to actually create it. So that means you're going to have to cook it or bake it or do whatever. You're going to actually have to go through the entire process. Now, when you write the post, okay, you're going to tell a story. Tell a story about the recipe, how you got the recipe, where it came from, whose recipe it is. But you want to keep it interesting. You want people to be engaged with the actual post or the story behind the recipe. Now, we learned about H1 tags, H2 tags, H3 tags, and so on. So what I'd like you to do in this recipe is have 2 H2 headings. They're called headings, tags. It's kind of an interchangeable sort of word, but I want you to create 2 of them. Now, the other thing I'd like you to do is take images. All right? You can use your cell phone, your smartphone, if you have a DSLR, point and shoot camera, whatever you have, it doesn't matter. The purpose of this is not to take perfect images. The purpose of this is so that you learn how images are used in a post. So don't spend too much time trying to figure out lighting and angles or any of that stuff. Just take some pictures of the recipe, and I want you to add 3 of them to the post, okay? 3 images to post, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna align one of them to the left, one to the right, and then we're gonna line one to the center, okay? So 3 images, aligning one to the left, one to the right, and then one to the center. Now, the third thing that you're gonna need to do is fill out the easy recipe plugin. So the prep time, the cook time, the instructions, as if you were really creating this for people who are visiting your site. Now remember guys, don't worry, you don't have anyone who knows anything about this blog. So don't worry about people seeing it. Trust me, nobody will see it. Fill out the recipe, the easy recipe plugin, as if you were really posting a recipe. Now the final step, and this actually is pretty easy. When you publish your post, right? So you put a title in and then you publish it. It creates a URL or a link right at the top. What I want you to do is take that link, so copy the link of the recipe, and I want you to email it to me. Okay? I want to check them out. I want to see what you've done, how you've done the recipe, if everything was in there. Now, the way that you're going to send it to me is at jason@foodblogsecrets.com. Now, just so you guys understand, or just so you know, all this stuff is going to be below. I'm going to list everything below, but I just wanted to explain it to you here on camera. So it's very simple. You're going to create 3 categories. Then you're actually going to create a real recipe. You're going to write it out. You're going to put 2 H2 heading tags. You're going to put 3 images. You're going to take 3 images. You're going to align the images left, right, and center. Then you're going to fill out Easy Recipe plugin, and then you're going to email me the link. All right? Now make sure you do this before you move to lesson 3. It's essential that this gets done. All right, guys, so I will see you in lesson 3, and let me know if you have any questions about any of this.